Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, Anne the Bronze Goddess, and it's time for another strawberry letter. But before we get into it, I want to remind you guys to check out my new book. It's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. It's available on CreateSpace and Amazon. It's got amazing reviews. Be sure to check it out. I'll be sure to link my book below. And without any further ado, let's go get them. Now this one is extremely long. I will read as much of it as I can and then I'll have to summarize it, alright? So here we go. I'm 29 years old and been with my boyfriend since I was 21. He is now 35. Throughout the years we've had issues and arguments, and I tried to leave him so many times. We always got back together either days or weeks later. During the time we first started dating 8 years ago, he met another girl who was known for being around the block. Suddenly he became less and less available. He then lied to me and said that he was moving to another country, and then he just totally disappeared. No phone calls, no text messages, nothing. About a month later, he simply called me and acted as if nothing had happened, and we got back together. Then I had this weird feeling that something was up. He still was in contact with the girl, that he was calling his friend whenever she needed something. Even if it was money, he was there. Every time I expressed to him that I wasn't comfortable with him still speaking with his ex, the conversation always turned ugly. After a year later, the same girl got pregnant, and he still was there for her, helping her with whatever it is that she needed. After I threatened to leave, if he didn't stop speaking with her, he said that he would do so, only to find out a couple weeks later that he was still in contact with her. Throughout the years, I have discovered so many things. The child she was pregnant with was his, and everybody in his family and friends, they all knew about it but me. I also discovered that she had cheated on him, and that's the reason why he came back to me in the beginning. I'm gonna have to summarize it from here. So the boyfriend in this particular story said the only reason why he's not with her is because she did cheat on him. Everybody in the family knows about it. The reason how the writer of the letter found out that the child that the ex had was his was because her boyfriend told her mother. Of all people, the mother is encouraging the writer of the letter to go back to him. She says that everybody makes mistakes and that they're great together. The only stipulation, I should say, that the mother has is that he must propose to her. It's been years, no proposal. The boyfriend in this particular letter wants the writer to love this child as if he is her very own, and the child is now 6 years old. The writer of the letter is having a hard time with that. Every time she sees him, she says she just cannot help but think about the hurt and the betrayal. It's hard for her to even look at him because the fact that this child was conceived while she was with this man, and she basically doesn't know what to do. This man is even went so far as to create a fake Facebook account just so that he could admire the pictures of his ex. She said she's looked through his phone and found text messages between the two of them where he's asking, why don't you want to be with me? And the ex is saying things like, oh, don't be like that, or why are you going to talk like that, or what do you mean? And don't say things like that. So the writer says that she believes that her man loves the ex more than he loves her, and she wants to know, what should she do? If you're ever in a situation where the person that you are with or the person that you are pursuing is making you compete for their love or their affection, the truth is they don't really love you. I'm sure I'm going to butcher this quote, but it's something like, if there's ever a choice between me or her, please go ahead and choose her. Because if you really loved me, there would have never even been a choice. That's exactly what the situation is right here. The fact that he's, leaving you in a position where you have to feel this way leads me to believe that he doesn't truly care for you. He is comfortable around you. You are the safe choice. You have been faithful, and sometimes people do get in relationships and they do marry you because you're loyal. Love over loyalty or loyalty over love, it just really depends on what he's into. It definitely does sound to me like he is in love with his ex. Why, after all these years, he's still asking these questions? How many times do you have to get caught in a lie for you to realize that he is a liar? You always have to find out. Everybody in the family knew but you. He went and told your mother. Number one, he's a coward, he's a liar, and he's a cheat. So why do you want to make him your husband? Like, what criteria, what type of standards do you have where you can marry a liar, a cheat, a manipulator? Like, that's who you want to marry. A man who would have another kid on you. A man who will create face. Like, you had all the details to give to me, but you're looking at the same information that you're giving me. This isn't enough to turn you off? To make you say, maybe he's not the one for me. You've wasted some good, amazing 8 years of your life on this man who still hasn't proposed to you. Most likely he wouldn't. And the fact that your mother told you everybody makes mistakes after all of this and pushes you back with him, I see now why you've developed this behavior. As mothers, sometimes we have to be careful of what messages we're sending to our daughters and what kind of self-esteem we're building in them. Are you building them up or are you breaking them down? Because I know as a mother of 3, there's no way I would send my daughters back to be with a man who lied and cheated and would do anything else, who would hurt them and break their heart like this. This is not your husband. You owe him absolutely nothing. You said at the end of the letter that you want to get married. Do you really think he's going to marry you? And even if he does, you already know. You've already given him the ultimatum. You've already told him in this relationship, it's either me or her. And you told him, I don't want you to talk to her anymore. But he still can't seem to stop. And he can't. Because now they have a child together. That's always going to be their excuse for why they have to get together. And why they have to have phone calls and text messages. Even though you know that these text messages are inappropriate because you've seen them. This situation is complicated and messy because that's the environment that he created. I don't believe that he's in love with the both of you. I believe that you are the safe choice. I'm not trying to say that to be mean. I've never tried to hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm being honest. And it pains me that you wasted 8 years of your life and you're still down for the cause and still willing to put your life on hold for him. On what? The promise that one day maybe he'll marry you? Where is your ring? Where is the money that he has saved up? Where is any tangible proof besides his word, which you know is no good, that he really is going to marry you? And why would you want to marry someone that you already know is in love with somebody else? Why are you so eager to settle? You don't think that you're good enough to have a man love you and only you? Let me tell you, honey, it's possible. Every man that you're with doesn't necessarily... You can be with a man that loves you and only you. You shouldn't have to compete for his love. And now they're trying to force the little child on you. And you said that you said, Bronze Goddess, I love kids, but I can't help but feel some type of way. And I hope that you're not, punishing the child. The child didn't ask to be here. This is not the result of the child. This is the result of 2 grown people making a conscious decision to have this baby. Because you can't tell me 35 years old, even when he was in his late 20s, there is no way, and I don't care what nobody says, when you're this late in age, 20-something years old, you should know a baby shouldn't surprise you at this stage in your life. 20-something years old, unless you are on birth control and your birth control fails or something like that, you're too old for an oops. That's like a teenage mistake. Absolutely not. A grown man, you're making a conscious decision. You're saying to yourself, hey, I know what could possibly happen, but I'm willing to risk it. Both of them. So they both made this conscious decision to have this child. They know that sex begets children. This is how kids are made. So what you mean, I feel like you're letting everybody in this situation off way too easily, especially this man in this situation that you're in is sad, but it's only sad to me because you are continuing it. This is something that you should nip in the bud. It's time for you to make a decision. How many times have I read these strawberry letters where ladies are always leaving the ball and is in his court? He needs to decide what he wants to do. What he decided was that he was going to cheat on you. That he was going to have a child by another woman. That he wouldn't be man enough to tell you that. He would tell your mother that and gain her support. That he would lie and make fake Facebook accounts and all of that just so he can see her. This man is still in love with his ex. If you marry him, you'll always be number 2. Matter of fact, you will be number 3. You will be standing behind this girl and her son. You will never be his number 1 priority. So what are you holding on for? If I know going in with my eyes wide open that my future husband would never make me a priority, that I would always be standing behind a list of people, there is no way I would take his name and make him my husband. Absolutely not. There are too many men who are willing to make me a priority. The way my self-esteem is set up, I don't have to do that. And you don't have to do that. There is somebody willing to love you and only you, and you'll never get to meet that man while you're messing around with this clown. He is wasting your time. And not just any old years, your good years, your best years. You will never get these 20s back. Before you know it, you're going to look up and you won't even be able physically to have children. Your biological clock is ticking. You say you want to have kids and all that. Do you want to have it with this man? When you go into situations with your eyes wide open, you can't expect to play the victim. When he had that child on you, you should have cut your losses then. 8 years later and you still don't know what to do. Has he changed? This is no evidence that he's changed. He's still sneaking around. He's still being slick. He will never make you a priority because you never truly demanded it. A man needs to know there is a chance that you could lose me. Absolutely. If a man realizes that there's nothing he could do to get rid of you, then they will push it to the limit. They will test you. You have been tested time and time and time again, and you have failed every single time. You couldn't have possibly put your foot down. There is no way he would have continued this behavior if he knew that he could really lose you. But being in love actually requires work. You have to maintain this. Just like a flower that blooms. You don't just be like, oh my gosh, this flower is beautiful, and you just put it in the window. You don't give it any sunlight, you don't give it any water, any attention, you just leave it there. It's going to die. Anything that's not growing is dying. He's not feeding this relationship, therefore it is dying. And you are right there. All you are doing is getting older and older and older, and he's living his life. He's got the girl that he likes over here, and he's got the child over here, and he can go over there and play house here and there. That's why he disappeared on you. You wonder where he was? But he told you he was moving away. We're leaving the country for a month. He was with her trying it out. And she actually does play hard to get. And that's what he likes about her. Because when he says, why don't you want me? He loves the thrill of the chase. You never let him chase you, and that's why he's bored. A man loves to feel like he hunted you, and that he wore you down, and that he chased you, and he is victorious in having you. When you make it too easy for a man, it bores them. That X is a challenge. And I'm not trying to be mean by saying this, I'm being honest. He likes that. And the fact that you just keep taking him back time and time and time again, and there's nothing he can do, it's just boring. He doesn't believe you when you threaten to leave. Because you threatened before and you always come back. You said it yourself. Within a couple of weeks or a couple of days, we always get back together. So he knows no matter how mad you pretend to be, you'll be back. You ain't fooling him, and you're not fooling me. You have to get sick and tired of this on your own. Clearly, the person that you went to for advice did not give you good advice. I'm sorry. Your mother did not give you good advice to push you back with this lying, cheating man. Manipulative, sneaky. So he's creating fake Facebook accounts. What else is he doing behind your back? You can't catch him. Like, who wants to live like that when you're reading text messages and you're sneaking on the phone and you're doing this and you're checking his collar for lipstick? Like, who wants to live like that? You can't even trust him. Why would you want to marry him? Much less date him. You've already wasted 8 years of your life with him. I suggest you not waste another minute. Let them be together. But that's their problem. Be thankful that you didn't have any of his kids and you're not tied to him. Who wants to be number 2? You know that you are number 2 to him. And you don't even have to be. So why would you be? You can do better, and you know that. You're wasting your time with him, and you're going to regret that. If you don't stop it right now and say, you know what? When I'm telling you that we're over, we are over. You have disrespected me for the last time. You can go be with her and stand your ground. Be the one that got away. There's nothing wrong with being the one that got away. And just because a man wants you doesn't mean he should have you. If he doesn't deserve you, then he shouldn't have you. He does not deserve you. What has he done to prove himself worthy? Anyway, that's my opinion on the situation. Be sure to thumbs up if you enjoy these types of videos. Also, be sure to check out my new book. It's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right on Creative Space and Amazon. Of course, I will link it below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.